Welcome to Week 10 Coaches Planning video. Let's take a look at the Week 10 SEL. This week, we'll focus on responsible decision making, stop, think, act. Encourage players to stop, pause, think. What am I feeling and why? And act. What do I need, and I need to ask for it. And because we're focused on game realistic, allow time to strategize before games, and then reflect after games about the strategy and what went well and what can be improved. And since it's the last week of the season, take some time to reflect on the growth in SEL areas, such as relationship skills and self-awareness, and then end the season by having everyone think about how they felt about their growth. And now it's time for the Week 10 soccer skills.
Welcome to our final week, Week 10, Game Realistic. During this week, we're going to ask you to review dribbling and passing. Have the players show you how they started and where they are now with their skills.
At the beginning of the year, here's how we dribbled. Now at the end of the year, this is how we got better.
At the beginning of the year, this is how we passed.
And now here's how we pass.
Now let's take a look at Week 10, Day 2.
Today we'll review shooting. Ask them how they started shooting and where they are now.
How were you at the beginning of the year?
At the beginning of the year, I was always kind of kicking the ball with my toes and having no control, so it just kind of,
Well said, no control. Struggle with targeting.
I'm trying to pass. Now I learned that I should put the inside of my foot when I shoot.
I got inside shooting that. Good. Mom learn how to do it.
I think I can do that too now.
Let's go with that.
Let's take a look at the games for this week. Your warm-up is rock, paper, scissors, cheerleader. The unopposed game is soccer bowling, and the opposed game is scramble, kind of like capture the flag, and then your 25-minute scrimmage. For Day 2, you'll start with ships and sailors. Your unopposed game is numbers, and your opposed game is box to box, with a 25-minute scrimmage. Have a great last week.
Now let's take a look at the Captain's Corner. This is for your team leaders. Now remember, even if you don't have TTL captains, you can still choose team leaders to help you support practice. During your first practice of the week, make sure to show your team leaders this week's goal. Take time to thank players, coaches, and yourself for the learning and support this season. This might look like asking different players to partner and telling them how you appreciate them, or give your captains time during reflection circles to give shoutouts, or to write down shoutouts for everyone in the team. An additional goal is to ask for advice on what to work on for next season. Then choose jobs for each team leader so that they can support you during practice. And when you practice the soccer skill, if they're ready, give them the advanced soccer skill to practice. At the end of the week, fill out the coach's comments to reflect on how the leaders did this week, and then touch base with your TTL coach to pass on your comments. And finally, after you've reviewed the curriculum, fill out this week's prep form to check your understanding and receive your planning pay. Program managers will input your hours after they've reviewed the responses.
It's time to play and have